Well, hello, everybody. This is your boy, Alien. And we're going to talk about this Ratchet and Clank going down. Nigga, hey, man, come on somewhere, bro. This is my video. Forget what he talking about. This is all about Ratchet and Clank. Let's get to it. Where is it? This is Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. See it? Yeah. PS5, baby. And this is the back of the box. And of course, I already unboxed it because when I had bought it from Best Buy, I bought it for cheap. It was on sale, so of course. And when I was rattling it was like all shaky and stuff. So you know what I did? I went on unboxes to make sure everything was okay. Everything is alright. Yeah. This is how it looks right here. Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. Yeah. Get a closer view. I'm about to show you how this looks. Alright. Well, okay. This is how it looks without the disc. Watch it. Alright. See it? Alright. And this is the disc. Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. This puzzle showcase the powerhouse of the PS5 or whatever. However you say it. Hold on. Okay, let's go ahead and put this down. Alright, so what's up, guys? What's the deal? You know what I'm talking about? Put that hat up. I don't need that hat. So, let's talk about some Ratchet and Clank news. Alright, so where we're going to get into is when the Ratchet and Clank first appeared on the PlayStation. It was just called Ratchet and Clank, right? Oh, yeah. That's the same people, Insomniac, that made the Spiral game or whatever. So, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about nothing but Ratchet and Clank today on this video. It's not going to be a long video, so don't worry about it. So, the thing is, Ratchet and Clank 1, I remember when I was catching the bus. That's before I had a car. Well, before I had a first car when I was in high school. My second car, oh man, those were the times. So I went to Boris Books and Music. So it was off of South Post Oak in Houston, Texas, or whatever. I went to Ratchet and Clank. I went to Boris Books and Music, and I saw a magazine because I was all into the Game Informers. What else? What was I into? I was gonna stick with Game Informer, and I was like, "Oh man, this looks like it's gonna be a good game or whatever." So when it came out, I bought it. Of course, it was for the PS2 or whatever at the time. Man, those were the good times or whatever. Anyway, so I had got the first Ratchet and Clank game that ever came out, and you'd be surprised, one of my favorite characters of the whole game is Captain Cork. He was the bomb, bro. He was the bomb. Oh, man, come on, bro. You missed on my video. I want to talk about this Ratchet and Clank. Come on, bro. Let's go ahead and do it. You bullshitting me, man. Get the fuck out of here. Anyway, so Captain Cork was my favorite character because the whole game, my jaw dropped. I was like, oh my gosh, bro. He was a whole, he was a bitch. And he basically was the bad guy in the middle part of the game or whatever. He would act like he was going to help them and all that, and stuff like that, but he wasn't all that, whatever. So let's go to part 2, Ratchet and Clank Going Commando, when that came out. I don't know what year that came out or whatever, but the last bad guy of that game reminded me of it took me back to my childhood. It took me back to the Critters. Remember the Critters? Oh yeah, that horror movie. old school horror movie that came out in the 90s. And basically, the last bad guy was a big old giant critter or whatever. We ain't gonna get into all that. Let's talk about Ratchet and Clank Up Your Arsenal. That's when Dr. Nefarious was introduced. That was, man, I don't even know what to say about that. Dr. Nefarious. Crazy motherfucker. Anyway, it introduced this robotic female to all my gamers out there and my game mates out there. We already know who that was. Courtney Gears. That was like Britney Spears, back in the day. That was a reference. To me, that was like an Easter egg, and they knew what they was doing. When she had that music video that she dropped and you had to fight her and stuff like that, that was a hard boss fight, but it was worth it